Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this vlog I'm going to discuss the introduction to DataWeave and some basics of the DataWeave, and in the end I will also going to show a demo. So let's begin. So today's our agenda is: first we will go through DataWeave introduction, second we will go through DataWeave version and input output MIME types, third we will look over DataWeave functions and variables. After that we will go through scope and flow control, and in the end we're going to have a demo. So DataWeave introduction. So DataWeave is a functional programming language designed for transforming data. So for those of you who do not know what is a function programming language, so function programming language is a programming language in which functions are treated as first class citizens. And for transforming data, it means like you may want to change the format of the file or do other things that can help transform your data. And you may even change the values somewhere, it just to be in a more suitable format according to your needs. So it is MuleSoft's primary language for data transformation as well as expression language used to configure components and connectors. So for those of you who have worked on Anypoint Studio or MuleSoft, you might already be familiar with this. So this is the sample DataWeave file. So you can see in this script we are having percentage symbol DW 2.0. It means the version of DataWeave we are using is 2.0, and then we are having import statement just like we have in Java, and then we are declaring a variable, and then we are declaring a function and assigning some values to it, and in the parameter of the function we are passing the object. We are having a type currency, we can create our own types, and then we have namespace, and in the end we are having output application slash XML. So what it means that our output will going to be a XML file, and whatever you write in the body, it will appear in the XML file, and the body is mainly for transforming the data, like what operations you want to perform on the input data. That's what we do in the body part. So DataWeave version, currently we are having 2.4 version of the DataWeave. 2.4 is the latest version, but usually we use 2.0, and it is by default it is this version. So it is used in the JavaScript, and if there is no input, the default output will be application slash Java. In the previous slide I have shown you this, we are having output application slash XML. If nothing is mentioned, then by default it will be application slash Java. And if all the inputs are of the same MIME type here means the media type. So if all the input are of like say JSON are in the JSON format, then the output will be JSON also. And one more thing to notice is that in the DataWeave we can only have a one output MIME type. It means you cannot transform into the multiple format at a single time. So that's it for the version and some MIME type introduction. This is how we declare the function. We use fun keyword to declare the function. Fun, and then after that we use the name of the function, and then parameter we want to pass into the function, and then do the things as we usually do in other programming languages. It is not like we have to use the standard Java DataWeave file, so we can kind of also use the inline header directive. So what it means that all of the body part and other things that we have seen previously will come into a single line. So this is the sample of that, and transformation to the MIME types. So as I've already told you, like we can transform our messages to other media types, and this DataWeave is primarily used for transformation. So here you can see the first code snippet. We are having the JSON input, and in the second code snippet, you can see that we are having output application slash XML, and we are passing payload in the body, and then in the last you can see we are having a XML output. That means our JSON input has been successfully converted into the XML. And now here comes one more question to check the coding error. So to check the coding error, we have something called as application slash DataWeave. So what it means, like if it is getting transformed successfully after using this MIME type, so it means like there is no error in our code. The error is related to formatting. So I'll come to that in the demo part also. That will make you more clear. So in DataWeave 2x escape reserved keywords, we use backslash symbol. Here you can see we are having $, and in the $sign we are having a backslash in the bracket, and then we are having a dollar symbol. So that's how we escape special characters or reserved keywords. You can see what would it look like we are escaping different symbols also, like single quote, double quote, backtick, and other things. So these are all the reserved keyword, and they have a special use in this DataWeave programming language. And now we are seeing the other way of calling the DataWeave file, that is DWL file. We can write our code in the DWL file, and then we can call it in our program using the dollar symbol, and then file, and then double colon, and then transform.dwl. Transform.dwl is nothing but the file name. So we can call DWL files using this way, and we can use it to call DWL files. So that's how we can call it. And now we're going to the scope and flow control. So using the do keyword, we can define the scope. So it's like if you declare something with the do keyword and then you put curly braces, then you can have a separate input and output part. It's like you having a separate body and then separate header. You can write a different kind of DataWeave script over there. So that's why we use do. This is the example, like we are using variable in the scope using the do keyword. So we are defining var myvar, and then we are using do. It's not like we can only do it with variables, we can do the same with the functions. Here you can see we are manipulating the string, and in this we are using the function like fun test p string. In the previous case we were using variable var myvar. Here we are using the function, and we are just appending bar to the foo, so the output would be foo bar. And now going to the flow control. So flow control, as you are already familiar, it's related to the if else statement. So it's like if and else statements will decide where the control will go, like which part of the code will get executed and which part won't get executed. So it's similar to many other programming languages where we have if else conditions. And here also we can have the if else ladder, like we can have if, then else if, else if, else if, else if, and then in the end we can have else. So it's pretty much similar to other languages. And now we are going to see the demo. So for the demo I'm going to use this playground website, and yeah. So for this demo I'm going to show you the demo using we're going to use this XML file, and we are also going to use this a small file. Let me first give you the demo of the use of that DW file that we have seen earlier in the slides. You might remember that we were using application/DW to check whether the error is related to the coding or whether it is related to the formatting. So you can see here, as we can see that if we do it, you can see it is successfully getting converted into this. Like this file is successfully getting transformed into this. We are not getting any error. So it means like we do not have any coding error in this. But let's say we want to kind of like convert it into XML. Then you see that we are getting some error. So to mitigate that error, what we can do is we can use one root tag. As we all know that in the XML format we need a root tag, so let me call it a root. So you can see now it has successfully got converted into the XML format. So that's how using that DW we can know if the error is related to the coding error or if the error is related to the formatting error. So now